Alright, so it's day 116 and I'm in Lakeland just taking a rest day. I've pretty much just been sitting here for the entire day. The last 8 hours or so, sometime in the afternoon at the moment. I went to the shops to get some food and came back again, and that's basically been my day. Chatted to a few people. Chatted to the pub owner once. Chatted to my parents. Other than that, I made a few phone calls to roadhouses up ahead on the way, just to check that there's going to be food available at each of them, because as you know, as I've told you, at least I think I've told you, the road is actually closed to vehicles. It's only open to local traffic, which is not many people, so anyway, so the usual response when I called up the roadhouse was, okay, so hi, I'm Brad, I'm doing a charity run up the east coast of Australia and trying to get to the very tip of Cape York, and so I'm just calling to check what sort of services or amenities you have available. Do you have any food available if I was there, say, next Thursday night? And they say, well, first of all, you'll need a permit to come up the road. So I don't have a vehicle, I'm on foot. And they go, oh, okay, right, yeah, no, you won't need a permit then. And secondly, what, you're running 70 k's in a day? No, sorry, walking 70 k's. You can walk 70 k's? No, I'm running, so yes, I'll see you in the afternoon. Then sort of when we get all that out of the way, some seem to think they only had meat pies and soft drink, and others seem to think that, food was definitely available. But all in all, there's going to be something enough at each of them to keep me going, and it kind of makes me think about the way this has escalated. I mean, if this was happening at the start, I just wouldn't even know what to do. I'd just be petrified. You add all the things together, you can really get a sense of how much this has escalated in terms of difficulty along the way. If you think about a combination of fatigue, humidity, the sparseness of it all, like the distances between places escalating from 40 or 50k up to now regularly 70, 80, 100 plus between places, and the sort of food I'm going to be able to get there is not brilliant. It's not great for my health. It's just calories that are going to get me by, and all of that put together. And did I mention fatigue? But hey, I still believe I've got it in me. I know from having run thousands of kilometres that I've got it in me, and that's something I know now that I wouldn't have at the start. But anyway, that's the escalation. That's what I've loved about this from the start. The way the challenge has grown with me, so that it was never just boring because I knew I could do it. It's always been escalating. Some days can get boring. Like when I was running here, it's just like, I got 60 k's to do. I know I can do it. There's everything I need on the other side. Just get it done type thing. It's just more highway running. But I'm very much looking forward to getting off the bitumen and seeing this road, because it's been well and truly eroded, apparently, of course, over the whole wet season. There's one point at which I'm running from Archer River Roadhouse to the turn-off to Weipa, because I'm actually going into Weipa to spend the night there to have a talk with a mental health group, men's sort of shed for that, and meet a few people, and then get dropped back out the next morning. And what blew my mind when I first heard, I was talking to this guy Bill, who's helping set it all up, organise it, and he said, give me a call when you leave Archer River Roadhouse and we'll leave Weipa at the same time. And it's about a 80k drive or something like that from Weipa to the turn-off, but it's only about a 35k run for me, so that's 3.5 hours of running, and he's talking about leaving at the same time for an 80k drive. I'm like, what? And he's saying, the road conditions are so bad, that's how long it's going to take, because they haven't repaired the roads yet, so it's going to be very interesting running on these roads. Interesting to find out. But that's sort of like a maximum that it could take, so he doesn't want to leave last minute and leave me hanging out there at the turn-off 2 hours waiting for him. Anyway, so that's that. I am going to show you actually what I've actually been looking at all day. This is just, I'm staying at the Lakeland Hotel Motel, and yeah. But really, you don't need much, as I've discovered. I don't think you need an environmental stimulus. So much of what I'm doing is all in the head that yeah, you just sit here all day and think all day, and it's just a world of its own. In fact, I noticed there's the 24-hour Australian Championships, ultra running championships, in June when I get back, and I mean that's a 400-meter track for 24 hours, just running around it, see how far you can go. And I want to enter in that simply as a measure of what I did achieve. I want to kind of find out how far I can run at the peak of all this, because funnily enough, I have no intention of getting into ultra running. This has been sort of running as a means to an end, if you get what I mean. I enjoy running, that's why I've done it over cycling, but I don't actually intend to get into ultra marathons as a permanent thing. I think it just takes too much time. I know that's kind of ironic. I just don't have the patience in a way. I like faster things. That's why I didn't like cricket. Sorry, Dad. It's just too slow. It's funny that I can say that when I can run for 6 hours all day or whatever. But at the moment, that's sort of a means to an end. So very much looking forward to keeping on running, but I just don't think it's going to be ultras. It's not just, couldn't bother to explain it anymore because my shoulder hurts from holding this phone out all the way over there. So I'll catch you tomorrow.